tó gbé wa wá.
Tàfi débi.
Ohun tó gbé wa wá.
Tèwe tàgbà.
Iṣẹ́ Olúwa wa.
Allahu Ta'ala.
Iṣẹ́ Ẹlẹ́dàá wa.
Allahu Ta'ala.
Iṣẹ́ Allahu yìí o.
Allahu Ta'ala.
Òdodo ti dé.
Irọ́ pamọ́.
Òdodo wọ̀ bí. Ohun tó gbé wa wá.
Tàfi débi.
Ohun tó gbé wa wá.
Tèwe tàgbà.
Iṣẹ́ Olúwa wa.
Allahu Ta'ala.
Iṣẹ́ Ẹlẹ́dàá wa.
Allahu Ta'ala.
Iṣẹ́ Allahu yìí o.
Allahu Ta'ala.
Òdodo ti dé.
Irọ́ pamọ́.
Òdodo wọ̀ bí.
Irọ́ pamọ́.
Òdodo wọlé.
Irọ́ parẹ́.
Ọkọ̀ parada.
Ìmọ̀lẹ̀ tẹ.
Rísálà Akide.
Àfẹ́sọ̀dodo.
Ohun tó gbé wa wá.
Tàfi débi.
Ohun tó gbé wa wá.
Tèwe tàgbà.
Iṣẹ́ Olúwa wa.
Allahu Ta'ala.
Iṣẹ́ Ẹlẹ́dàá wa.
Allahu Ta'ala.
Iṣẹ́ Allahu yìí o.
Allahu Ta'ala.
Pétékèrò.
Láti paná sílámù tó ń tọ̀yẹ. Ṣáwá ọ̀tá wa àwọn ti forget. Pásálì kéékèèké dọ̀tí.
Ilé ayé àwa.
Kò ní dojú rú.
Ilé ayé ẹ̀yìn.
Kò ní dojú rú.
Ẹ̀sìn Ìsìlámù yìí o.
Kò ní dojú rú.
Wọn ò ní rò wá pa.
Allah.
Wọn ò ní rò wá pa.
Allah.
Àwọn alárò ká èèyàn wá.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين Amen. I greet every one of us this evening. Although it's been quite long, they have spoken in English on this program. What really prompted this was an audio that's going viral on social media. I received the audio more than 100 times from different people. In fact, the most funniest part was that I also received it from one of my in-law that was once a Muslim and get married to a Christian, an Igbo. She sent the audio to me again and I was shocked. So I now deemed it fit to work on it. I said unto the Muslims, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Likewise, the Christian, the free thinkers, and the other worshippers or the atheists. I say unto you, may the peace of the Lord be upon you all. The most shocking part of it was that somebody in Nigeria as well sent me the same audio with some notes on it. So that's what even prompted me to even listen to the audio. Apart from that of my in-law that sent it to me, that drew my attention really to it. Before I play the audio, the note went thus. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ustaz, this is the latest audio that is trending on media. This must be a threat. Okay, sorry. This must be treated with urgency as it affects my family, because my wife is from a Christian family. And how do I convince her it's all lies? Ustaz, my suggestion is to invite this man in an open debate. Even on my own, I will go to that Jimoh mosque at Oshodi to confirm, and if there is anything you can tell me about him, please do. Khairan. My reply was, Inshallah. I received this message on Monday evening, around 3:59 p.m. Nigerian time anyway. Now, even today, I received another one entirely from the same person. Say Jazakallah khairan, Ustaz. I just watched the video on YouTube about the fake Imam. I'm happy about that. But Ustaz, please, I beg you, if you have any friend from Daura, if not, please, you must do this to protect the same cause you have been advocating for the past 20 years. Let's uncover their cover up on that. It needs to be investigated. Thanks. May Allah guide you, and that's all. Now, I need to play the audio, because all what the man was saying are pure lies, are mere propaganda. He has no connection with Audu Center in Oshodi, because I was there last night to confirm. Number 51 Oshodi Road. Likewise, I was there today as well. And I'm able to interview. They have 3 imams in that mosque. None was named or is named. Let me play the audio. Let's hear what he has said. From every point he made, I'll comment on it. Inshallah, he was only lying, deceiving people. He was never a Muslim. Never. Because a Muslim never go to that length of deceiving others. I also had one from one lady that said from a Muslim background, he went to Redeemed Church to make some confession. I'm still coming to that anyway. Let me just expose this fake so-called Imam. Let's hear the audio. Is it there?
Good morning, Muslims of the world, and everybody that lives on this planet Earth. My name is Jimoh Bello.
His
I'm
name,
the
please
born
pause for
of
me.
Shehu
Muhammadu Bello Adua from Daura. Is that not? Please, let me hear the name again.
Good morning, Muslims of the world, and everybody that lives on this planet Earth. My name is Jimoh Bello.
Muhammadu
I'm the
Jimoh
firstborn of the
Adua Bello. Muhammadu Jimoh Adua Bello. Is it Muhammadu Jimoh or Muhammadu Jamiu? Muhammadu Jimoh. Adua Bello. Can you hear that? Muhammadu Jimoh. Adua Bello. Okay, let's continue.
Shehu Ibrahima Mekano Bello Adua, the Chief Imam of Al-Jumani Central Mosque, number 51 Oshodi Road.
He mentioned categorically a central mosque in Oshodi, number 51 Oshodi Road, opposite Methodist. Let's continue.
I'm here last month from Kasina, Gaura. I'm a Fulani by tribe. My mother is a Yoruba from Osobo. I am the Assistant Chief Imam of the Gaura Central Mosque. By the grace of Allah, I will become the next Imam at the end of this Ramadan, on the Salah day. Now this is my testimony and my encounter I have the Lord Jesus Christ. I never believed Jesus or Christians. I even hate Christians because I've been taught from childhood that the Christians changed the Injilu, which means the gospel of Jesus Christ. If they leave it the way it is, everybody would have been a Muslim. So for this purpose, I hate Christians. I don't kill them, but I have nothing to do with them. I used to buy Bibles some days. I will confess that today before the man of God and tear them.
Now,
I used to buy plenty and
he said in his submission that he has never believed in Jesus. Can that be a Muslim? No. From his introduction, he said, I never believe in Jesus nor Christianity. That he was taught that if the Christian really follow Injil, they will become a Muslim. Who is telling him that? That the Bible is an Injil. Who told him not to believe in Jesus? Quran said we must believe in every prophet of God. Open your Quran to Quran chapter 3, verse 84. Or Quran chapter 2, verse 136. We must believe in every prophet of God. And their books, from Noah down to Moses to Jesus, every prophet of God. Allah even said no discrimination. No discrimination among the prophets of God. No discrimination. So, for him to have said he hasn't believed in Jesus from his childhood as he was taught, lies. Continue.
fear them. It used to pain me. Their mother used to pain me. But until strangely, on Monday, about 3:45 a.m., I have encounter with Jesus Christ. That was on the 23rd of the Islamic calendar, which in the white man calendar, or how do I say it? Lunar calendar is 23 of the Ramadan, but the white man calendar is on the, by the grace of God, on the 29th, sorry, on the 25th, about 3:45 a.m., April 2019. I was praying, leading the people in the mosque. My uncle was present, and the two elders of the mosque, and then 7 other mosque members. That is Jumani Central Mosque in Oshodi here, number 51, on the way going to the market. It's the biggest mosque there, just opposite, the one opposite the church called Methodist Church. They are just
now,
opposite.
Let me show you the mosque he was referring to. And that very church he has rightly mentioned. Because I was there today. I was there yesterday as well in the evening. I interviewed the Imam. I interviewed the outside Imam among them. In fact, the Yoruba Imam said they don't normally, as their own culture, they don't normally allow a stranger to lead anyone in prayer in that mosque. They don't, no matter how big or anything you are. Or any, he now said he was leading the one prayer on that fateful day on the 25th of April, as he said. Now Ramadan then, 23. When do we start Ramadan? What was the date of Ramadan? The commencement. Was it in April 23rd? Because he was referring to this year Ramadan. April 23rd. Is that possible? We started Ramadan May 6th. And we ended up 2 days ago. So how can April 25th or 23rd be during Ramadan? Lies. The mosque was referring to is this. Because I was there this evening. This evening. Let me show you the mosque. And the Imam of the mosque, likewise the Hausa Imam of that mosque. Just to confirm the mosque was referring to and the address. That's it. That is the one of the Imam. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi. Ustazjamiu. Agbo audio kan. Hausa ko lo mo won Jimoh. Ìyá Hausa. Baba ìyá baba Hausa. I was interviewing one of the Imam. Because there were two. They were standing there. One kin ba yan jo kan. Nu awe to boya ina ni o. Story. To kọjá ìtagbà kan yìí pé bó ṣe rí ìmọ́lẹ̀ eléyìí àwọn ìtagbà kan yìí ni láti second Imam bẹ́ẹ̀ ó wá rí pé ìmọ́lẹ̀ kan mọ́lẹ̀ tó ní kí lọ máa ní à Jésù ayọ̀ sóhun láti mosque ìlú orí ìrun gbogbo mọ́ṣáláṣí mọ́lẹ̀ gan-an wọ́n ní à Jésù ayọ̀ ń bọ́ta kó lọ kó mọ́lẹ̀ Muslim pé Jésù lọ́dọ̀ àti iyè ìyẹn láníká wá bí fún pé ṣé lóòótọ́ ni irú ẹ̀ ṣe rà bí irọ́ pátápátá ni. The man said it's all lies. Àlejò kò ṣe tó àlejò àìdí tí ọ̀fọ̀ náà bàbá àbí gbàdé nìyẹn. So he said that's the reason why they will not a stranger to lead in prayer. Bàbá àwé láwàní kí láwàní ẹ̀ tó báyìí. No matter how your caliber. Àwa méjì lẹ́yìn máa ń là ní ìjìnlẹ̀. Okay, you have just two Imam. Àtẹ̀yìn ti Mala. Yorùbá àti àwọn Hausa man. And that one sound always lead in prayer if the two are not
lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ àmọ́tà àbá ti sílé
when you are around.
lórí ẹ̀ka ti bẹ̀rẹ̀
Hausa man will lead you.
ìmọ̀ọ́mù kẹta níbẹ̀ lérò èyí
And they have one chief
mọ́mùrà ti
Imam.
bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kẹta
There is no deputy chief Imam more.
ẹ̀ ń gba bàbá tó ń pè ládùúgbò ńgbà tí ń bẹ láyé.
He was telling us the past Imams. Ẹ wò sánú ọmọ Jamiu yẹn. Ọmọ Jamiu mélòó ló wà? Jamiu kan náà ni. Jamiu kò sáájú àkejì Hausa. Rárá o. Ọmọ Jamiu kan náà ni. Ọmọ Ọ̀yọ́ ni. Ajirabiu Adéyẹmọ. And the chief Imam is from Ọ̀yọ́.
bàbá ti bẹ́ẹ̀ láyé ló ti fi síbẹ̀. ń gbọ́ kí Jimoh tó di mọ́kànlá ni bàbá yẹn fi fàyè lẹ̀.
When the former Imam was alive,
tó wà ní
calling to one
owó tó ṣe ẹ̀rọ ló fa irọ́ tó jìnà tó tọ́nu ta ẹ̀.
he was only lying. All what he has said.
Ibi tá a wà yín ni wọ́n yá ṣe àjùmọ̀ ni
That's the mosque there.
àtẹ̀sẹ̀ rẹ̀ ń wò yẹn
You can see the address. And so Oshodi road. That's the mosque. He was referring
ní
to
Jimoh tó lóun Hausa tó ń rí mọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ṣáláṣí
the mosque right there. That is signboard up there.
ọ̀sẹ̀ tó jọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tó ní
I'll show
ṣòro
you
fún àwájú
the
ẹ̀
very
jọ̀wọ́
church
lọ́ọ̀kan òun rẹ̀
that was opposite directly. That's the Methodist church. That's the church we're referring to.
ibẹ̀ la wà
You can see.
wọ́n tó fi parọ́ fún ayé rẹ̀ o.
So that's
Báyìí
the
ẹ̀ ń
mosque
lọ́dún
we're
ẹ̀ kiri
referring to now.
lóòótọ́ àrójú ẹ̀
You know who he is.
àdáwọ̀ pé ó sọ̀rọ̀
You
pé
know
òní
who
mọ̀ ń
he
gbé
is
Jésù yọ sóhun
Because we
òní
only
èmi
have
ló
the
fi sọ
audio.
àrẹ̀màtúnṣe ní
And
ìwé
people
ègbé
circulated
láì
the
máa fi
audio.
gbọ́ kọ́nà pẹ́rọ ló ń pa
End of the war.
àwọn ọmọ méjèèjì rẹ o ẹlẹ́kẹta Hausa ó lè ṣe wá bí
These are the two
ìsí
Imams.
wọ́n
The
gbà
other
fún ìkiri
one
fún ọ̀dà àárọ̀
Hausa man.
yìí àbí kírísítẹ́nì
I will
olóró
read
pa
the
o
Hausa man now because I was there yesterday. I told you earlier on.
so pé jẹ́ nìyẹn o jù
So
bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
let me
gbọ́dọ̀ sí nínú.
go back to the Hausa man that was among them. Just one Hausa man that was among them. Because when I got there yesterday, in fact, I met them discussing about that issue. That was the guy that went on air to form those things. Lies. Although I'm not surprised. As a Christian, you need to lie. I'm not surprised. I'll quote down from the Bible. So I will allow question and answer tonight. I expected Pastor Festus Akindele to call in and other Christians in general. Because this has to do with Christianity. Christianity is a lie. That's just it. I'll prove my point anyway. Now, let me show you the outside Imam that has been there for years, that is still there now. I met him yesterday night when I went there. Hear my conversation with the Imam. Now there's an Imam that came here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm coming. That's an Hausa man.
Sorry, sir. We had
This is
about
the
one
Hausa
information. That
Imam.
one Hausa man named Jimoh from Daura became a Christian here. He said he was the deputy Imam of the mosque here. He now said when he was praying for people here, he saw the light. And Jesus said to him, "Follow me, leave Islam." When I interviewed Baba said, "We have 3 Imams here, that you are the only Hausa that is here." So what's your name, sir? Abdullah. Are you aware of the one man called Muhammad Jimoh that became a Christian in this mosque? He said this very Ramadan that is supposed to crown him as to ban him as chief Imam of Daura in Katsina. And now he said his mother was a Yoruba. His father is from Daura.
I don't know the person waiting for part. I don't know.
You don't know anybody who will be bear that name? Okay, no problem. Thank you. So that's why I'm here. So that's the Imam.
Baba,
That's the Hausa Imam that is among the 3. That's all. So we don't know whom this guy is. We cannot identify him. So who is he that has formulated those lies in order to promote Christianity? I said Christianity is a religion of lies, full of lies. That's why people are many, because people love to be deceived. They love deception. I say I'm not surprised at hearing those audio messages from him. Look at what the Bible said. I'm quoting from Romans chapter, because what prompted this Roman chapter 4, think from verse 3, or let me think from verse 1. I'm going to pinpoint all his points and tell you that the guy is a deceiver. So Romans chapter 3, from verse let's say from verse 1. It said, what this is a Paul letter to the people of Rome when he was alive. He said, what advantage then had the Jews? Are the Jews important than any other person? He now said, or what profit is there of circumcision? What was circumcised? A law that was given to Abraham at the age of 99 years. And while Ishmael was 13 then, according to Genesis chapter 25, sorry, Genesis 17, verse 25. He now says in verse 2, much every way, chiefly because that unto were committed the oracles of God. Verse 3, for what if did not believe? Shall that unbelief make the faith of God without effect? If you don't believe God, would that affect God? He now says in verse 4, God forbid. Yeah, let God be truth, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy saying, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Verse 5. Okay, no, let me go of time. Verse 7. He now said, for if the truth of God has been more abundant through my life unto his glory, why yet am I also being judged as a sinner? You know what prompted this statement? People embraced, they came to synagogue. He hasn't established Christianity then. He was converting the Gentiles to believe in Jesus, knowing fully well that Jesus was not sent to the whole world. He was sent to the lordship of Israelites. Matthew 15:24, Jesus said, I was sent only to the lordship of Israelites. Every Christian today, as I do say, are wasting their time on Jesus. That Jesus, because Jesus was sent to the lordship of Israelites. Now, he now said, when people were coming in, embracing Jesus, the Jews now get baffled. The right disciples of Jesus, from Peter, James, John, and others, now get confused that even when Jesus was even alive, the synagogue are not like this. How many of us were in the synagogue when he was alive? Because in John 1 verse 11, Jesus came unto his people, they rejected him. John 1:11, they rejected Jesus. Why are they embracing Jesus now? Even the Gentiles that you were not sent to. Look at the response of Apostle Paul, self-acclaimed apostle, as I do say. I'll come back to that Roman. Let me just read Acts chapter 21 from verse 20. They were surprised, questioning authority of Paul. They said, let me take from verse 15. Then after those days, we took up our carriages and went up to Jerusalem. Verse 16. They went with us, also certain of disciples of Caesarea, and brought with them one Nason of Cyrus, and all disciples with whom we should lodge. Verse 17. And when we were come to Jerusalem, the brethren received us gladly. Verse 18. And the day following, Paul went with us unto James, and all the elders were present. Verse 19. And when he had saluted them, he declared particularly what thing God had wrought among the Gentiles by his ministry. Among the Gentiles by Paul's ministry. He now said, and when they had it, they glorified the Lord. And they said unto Paul, they said unto him, Oga Paul, thou seest, brothers, How many thousands of Jews that rejected Jesus then were that are which believe, and they all zealous of the law. People are coming. The Jew that rejected Jesus came to Jesus back. How do you manage it? Verse 21. And they are all informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews. That the reason why the Jews accepted Jesus now, after his demise, was that they accused him. In verse 21, that, and they are informed, they informed also, that thee teachers all the Jews, which are among the Gentiles, to forsake Moses' law. You were telling the Jews that don't follow Moses' law again, saying that they ought not to be circumcised, their children, and neither to walk after the custom. What is it therefore? Why are you saying this? That was why he responded that even the Jews rejected Jesus when he was alive. When was the Jew that lived among the Gentiles came now to accept Jesus into their life? What have you done to them? And we heard that you said no more circumcision. That was accused. They put up to him. He now defended himself. That no, if I lied to them and they came unto Jesus, so you were looking for a crowd that people must come to church. They are around. So why must I be blamed? If I should lie to them, let me go back to that Romans and figure out what I was talking about. Romans chapter 4. Sorry, chapter 3, verse 7. He said, for the truth of the Lord has more been abundant through my lie against his glory. Why yet am I still being judged as a sinner? Am I still a sinner? Verse 8, he now said, and not rather as we be slanderously reported as slanderous reported, as some affirm that we say, that some do say. That was in brackets. Let us do evil. Let us do evil, that good might come, whose damnation is just. So is it right to do evil, that good might come? Yeah, I lied to them. There are no more circumcision. Jews and Gentiles are equal. Why must circumcision be a barrier among you to accept Jesus? Forget about circumcision. Come into the fold of Jesus. That was what Paul did. So I'm not surprised. All these things, when I was sleeping, I saw Jesus. When I was sleeping, he appeared to me. When I was praying, he appeared to me. Lies. Pure lies. That's the descent in the highest order. So I'm going to pinpoint and discuss each and issue he has raised in that audio as we go further. I might not end it tonight. I might continue on Wednesday next week by the grace of God. Because our normal 3 days lecture will come up a week after, at least from on the 28th of June, then till Ilya Festival. Now let's go back to the audio. So that's just genesis of how churches manipulated people, lies to them that don't worry, all your problems are solved. Just accept Jesus in your life, period. Are your problems solved? No. That's the sweet thought of their mouth. And that's what they expected you to do and to believe. Let me hear the audio. Let's continue with the audio, please.
In the first chapter of our Quran, which is called Surah Al-Fatiha, meaning the opening chapter or the mother of the Quran. It's called the mother of the Quran because it summarizes the entire 6,626 verse. Muslims will bear me witness. They understand what I'm saying. When I get to verse 4 of the Quran, because our prayer is done in Arabic, when I call the Iqrat al-Islam, that is the full calling for the prayer, the first calling for the prayer. When I say Allahu Akbar, I was reading the first chapter. When I get to verse 4, immediately I say, إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
So people be surprised that he's reading Fatiha fluently. So how can you say this guy is not a Muslim? It's not. Because I'm not surprised. You can go to all this what's it called? Maiduguri area of Nigeria, northern part. There's one village there. Purely Arabic is the official language. Christians are there. Muslims are there. The atheists are there. So, speaking Arabic does not mean you are a Muslim. Go to Egypt. They speak Arabic fluently, even in the church. Go to Egypt. You can Google it. Church in Egypt. They refer their creator to be Allah, not God. Even that guy called Christian Prince speaks Arabic fluently, and he's not a Muslim. He's not even a Christian. Christian Prince is not a Christian. He's a Zionist. He's a Zionist. He knows nothing about the Bible. I've challenged him one time. He cannot quote a verse from the Bible. Go and check all his videos. You never quote the Bible. Never. Because he was trained to lie against Islam. He was trained to lie against Islam. That's just it. Let's continue.
That is the normal way of the prayer. All of a sudden, a light from nowhere appears. It fills the whole mosque and is better than the sun. I've never seen such a light, but it's not bringing heat, but it's better than the sun. It rather bring cold. I feel cold and peace instant. But the mosque don't have any AC. It was a fan, and they are not on. In the midst of that light, a man spoke to me out of the light. He asked me in Arabic, "La yanzuruna illa tafadul islamina wa antul muslimin."
I can't even get what you have said in that. It's as if you are speaking in tongues. Because he has not spoken Arabic at all anyway. He was speaking in tongues.
Which means, he said I should come out of them. He speaks to me in Arabic. I'm the one translated in English.
Can you imagine
but
that?
I know the reason why maybe he speaks to me in Arabic, because I understand Arabic than even the Fulani and the Hausa.
Lies.
The Arab man, the Arab. Those who are Muslims, they will understand by listening to my Arabic language. And the person...
He said he speaks Arabic more than the Muslims or the Arabians. Is that possible? You hear his Arabic now. At least he speaks Arabic more than even the Muslims, more than the Arab man. Let's hear his Arabic tonation now.
I should come out of the Islamic religion. I should come out of them. And I said, who are you? But all I know is this. He said, no. I should come out of them. This is not the right path. You want to bring me to the faith that bring man and save the soul from the condemnation. And I said, no, that is Islam. I challenge the person. I told him Quran chapter 2, which is Surah Al-Baqarah, meaning the chapter of the cow. Verse 257 said that, Inna Allah Din al-Islam, meaning the only faith accepted by Allah.
Now, he said Quran chapter 2, verse 257, that Inna Din al-Islam. Look at the Arabic. What he was trying to say was, Inna Din al-Allah al-Islam. And that's Quran 3 verse 19. Not Quran 257. No. Let's hear Quran 257 that he has quoted. You see, the problem with people or Christians in general was that they will never go and cross-check. They will never go and cross-check because most of them do not have a copy of the Quran in their possession. They don't have it. They've been blindfolded that don't go to the Quran. No. Quran is evil, Quran is this. But they can read means and bones for lovers. Quran chapter 2, verse 57 said, Allah is the protector of those who have faith. From the depth of darkness, he lead them forth into light. Of those who reject faith, the patron are the evil ones. From the light, they will lead them into depth of darkness. They will be companion of hell to dwell in forever. That's Quran chapter 2, verse 57 he has quoted. Can you imagine? Let's continue. Yeah.
In heaven is Islam. Then he said that it's a lie and a blasphemy. He said that he is the way, the truth, and the life. And I say, that is not possible. You claim to be Anabi Isa, which means Jesus. If truly you are Jesus, Jesus cannot be the way and the truth and life. Muhammad is the way. He said, no, that is the lie. I should listen to him.
He said, Jesus said to him that I'm the way, the truth, and the life. He was quoting John chapter 14, verse 6. All the prophets of God were ways to heaven. All the messengers of God were lights. All the messengers of God were internal life.
Claim to be Anabi.
But all these were parable. They were parables, says Jesus. John 14, verse 6. But that's not the point. Let's continue.
Time has come. He wants to save me and use me as a platform of glory to deliver my Muslim brothers from the darkness of Islam to the light of the gospel. And I say that is a lie. If really I Jesus, I insist I want to see him. I challenge him. He said that I am not even worthy or qualified to see him, not to talk of hearing his voice. I say, but people saw you during your time, according to my Quran, chapter 19, verse 8, Surah Maryam, the chapter that's named after your mother. People saw you. Then he said no. That time he was not glorified.
Coming. He quoted Quran 19, verse 8. Is that not? Let's go to Quran 19, verse 8. That people saw you. All what you have said are mere lies. But you to cross-check what you have said. Quran chapter 19, you can check it at home. Verse 8. Quran 19, verse 8 said, he said, oh my Lord. If you take from verse 7, it was Zechariah that was speaking, that God refers to here, not Jesus. He said, and his prayer, oh Zechariah, we gave you a new son. His name shall be called John. Unknown by the same, by name, we have conferred distinction before. Verse 8, he said, oh my Lord, how shall I have a son when my wife is barren? I have grown quite distressed from old age. That's Zechariah. God referring to here. Quran 19 verse 8. Where is Jesus here? Christians are liars. This guy is a blatant liar, and you believe in him. If you believe that, you are a liar then. Now let's continue.
Now he is glorified. I cannot see him. I'm not even worthy or qualified. And I say, I am a righteous man. I fast every Monday and Thursday. I'm a Sunni Muslim. If you should know that we are divided into 73 sects as Muslims.
Lies.
We have the Ahmadiyya Muslims, we have the Tijaniya Muslims, we have the Shia Muslims, we have the Wahhabiyya, the Murutiyya, the Qadiriyya. Name them. I'm Ahli Sunnah.
Now, he mentioned that Islam or the Muslims are divided into 73. Lies. That hadith is fabricated hadith. The same moment said Christian will be divided into 72, Jews 71, Islam 73. Lies. He now said we have Ahmadiyya sects and Shia sects, Sunni sects. He wants to compare the group in Islam to be sects. Do you know what they call sects? Christianity are sects. Sects means they will have different doctrine, different beliefs. They will be divided in their faith. Celeste faith is quite different from that Cherubim and Seraphim faith. A redeemed man is different from that Jehovah's Witness man. Jehovah's Witness man is quite different in his faith, different from that deeper life, and all sort of. But in Islam, either Shiite or Ahmadiyya or Qadiriyya or Tijaniya or Ahlus-Sunnah or any group in Islam, what we needed, what qualifies us to be a Muslim is the 5 pillars of Islam. No anybody could refer to as Muslim do not believe in one God. You want to compare Islam with Christianity? Lies. Every sect, every group of Islam, even the Shiites, the Ahmadists, believe in one God, don't they? They worship God 5 times daily. Worship. They observe their salat 5 times in a day. Thirdly, they pay zakat. Don't they believe in zakat? Of course they do. The 4th one is Ramadan that just ended 2 days ago. Last one was to perform Hajj. Were there any of this group that has rejected any of the 5? I'm challenging the guy that owns the audio. If you can come out, I'm challenging you. I know you are a ghost. Of course, it's a ghost. It's nowhere to be found. If he's bold enough, let him come out. Christian Prince just fumbled. Going on here, telling all sorts of lies against Islam. I challenge him to come out. Let's meet face to face. He ran away. He's a ghost because he's not a Christian, he's a Zionist. He was trained to lie against Islam. So, he knows something about the Bible. So what has he got to say? What does he know about the Bible? What does he know? Nothing. He knows next to nothing. Now, he now said, we don't have sect in Islam. We have group, different groups. And that was what Allah said to Muhammad, that let there be among you a group. It's there in the Quran, Quran chapter 3, verse 104 and 110. Let me just read and enlighten the guy, a ghost that called himself former Imam. It's a liar. Nobody should believe in him. Let him come out. Let him show his face and see what's going on. Quran chapter 3, about group, not sect, group. That's the commandment of Allah unto Muhammad. Allah said, Quran chapter 3 verse 104, let there arise out of you a group of people. That's why we're having groups. We have Nosfas, Korib, and all that. We have Risalatul Haki, and all that. We are a group. Ahmadiyya is a group, not sect. Shiite are a group, not sect. Sunnis are a group, not sect. Now said, Quran 3 verse 104, let there arise among you, Muslims, a group of people, inviting all to what is good and enjoying what is right and forbidding what is wrong. They are the ones to attain facility. Like Allah in the Quran. So what are we saying? We have group, not sects. Right? Let's continue.
I tell them that I'm a righteous. We claim to be the most righteous person among all these ones because we are from the tribe of the Saudi Arabia. It's here that is nonsense. None of us is righteous. I say, oh, I'm righteous. I fast every Monday and Thursday. And every month, the 14th day, 15th day, and 16th day, I fast. I never fornicate. My house, the women cover every part of their body. Black. They do hijab. I've never fornicate. I remove 15,000 from my salary and I give to the miskin and yatim, which is widow and orphanage. I'm a righteous man. Then he said that is not righteousness. He said, but he saw the sincerity of my heart. And I'm zealous, but not according to knowledge. Then I say, oh, then you are not Jesus. If you are Nabi Isa, if you are Jesus, you should not have knowledgeable. Why do I say that? The argument was based on my Quran. Quran chapter 19, Allah honored the mother of this Jesus as a virtuous woman and a righteous woman, and named Quran chapter 19 after her, which is called Surah Al-Maryama.
Now,
and verse 38 of it said that.
He said, Allah named Quran 19 after Maryam. No, not Allah. Allah never named any of the verse Quran a name. No, not Allah. It was the Sahaba. When they read most stories or all the wordings in a chapter, the most influential out of it will be named that this Surah Al-Baqarah. Because in Baqarah, Quran chapter 2, God was ordering the Israelites. He was mentioning about cow. That's what they said, Surah to cow. That's Baqarah, cow. Likewise, Surah to Maryam. If you read Surah to Maryam from first chapter downward, most of the things there are about Maryam and Jesus. So that's what it says, Surah to Maryam. If you check your Surah to Muhammad and all the chapter surahs, that was how they were being written. Not that Allah mentions Surah to Maryam. No, not in Quran. Now,
Jesus had the ability to heal the sick and raise the dead and open the eyes of the blind. He even took a clay and then molded it in the form of a dove and he breathed into it. It became a live bird that fly away. That means Jesus gives life.
Now, he said Jesus gives lives. Why is he lying? Why? Can Jesus give lives? And he called himself an Imam. To be turban, a chief Imam. He said Jesus gives lives. Where has he read that in the Quran that Jesus gives lives? Let's check Quran chapter 3. Quran chapter 5. Surah to Maida. If truly Jesus gives lives, I will show you in the Bible as well that Jesus cannot give life. He can't. Who is it to give life? Okay, sorry, Quran 3, verse 49. Quran 3:49 says, if truly he was a Muslim, as he claimed, and was very vast in the Quran, he will never say to that light he saw that Jesus give life, or he told that it is a lie. Look at what the Quran says. Quran 3:49. He said, and appointed a messenger. We made Jesus a messenger unto the Israelites. Jesus now said, God was quoting Jesus, that I've come with you to you with a sign from your Lord, in that I make out of clay the figure like a bird, and breathed into it, and it becomes a bird by Allah's permission. By whose permission? Allah's permission. So Jesus never give life to a bird in the Quran. Secondly, it says, and it became and I healed those who are born blind and the lepers, and I bring death to life by Allah's permission. And I declare to you what to eat. I want to store in your house. So, all the miracles that Jesus did by Allah's permission. Jesus is a powerless man. He cannot do anything on his own authority. I want to go through your Bible. John chapter 5 verse 30 said, by myself I can do nothing. Do you know more than Jesus? Jesus, by myself, I can do nothing. Who are you to tell Jesus that he's a powerful man? When he said by himself that by myself I can do nothing. Even in the book of Acts of Apostles chapter 2, verse 22, going back to the miraculous act of Jesus now, that the so-called Imam said, he said, listen to these words, fellow Israelites. Peter is talking here, according to Acts chapter 2, verse 22. He said, listen to these words, fellow Israelites. Jesus of Nazareth, a man, he was a man. He was a man according to the Bible. He's nothing but a man. Nothing but a man. He now said, listen to this word, fellow Israelites. Jesus of Nazareth, a man whose divine authority were clearly proven to you by all miracles and wonders which God performed through him. God performed through him. So God performed miracles through Jesus. So Jesus has no authority, has no power to perform miracle. Is that not the point? That's just it. So Jesus is a powerless man. He cannot do anything on his own authority. So, what he was saying was never like that at all. Jesus performed no miracle. And he can never, because he's a powerless man. According to what he said by himself. He said, by myself, I can do nothing. So if Jesus cannot do anything, then who is that guy named Muhammadu Jimoh that called himself a former Imam of a mosque that I've been to? So why is he lying? And the Christians that believed in him. So although they believe in lies anyway, that's Christianity for you. They believe in deception. Because the foundation of the dark Christianity is from deception. Paul deceived everybody. He lured them into Christianity. The Gentiles, whom he fully knew that Jesus was not sent to, he lured them in there to get his own crowd, to establish his own religion. Because Christianity belongs to Paul, not Jesus. Maybe you don't know. Paul is the owner of Christianity, not Jesus. If you don't know. Now we need to continue with our audio. I don't know what is wrong with the hi now. Delay me. Although that topic, this topic alone, I do name it, who is an antichrist? Who is an antichrist? So I want to continue with the audio. Because the laptop we are using, I ban it. And it has taken, we need to continue where it has stopped. So Christianity has nothing to do with Jesus. Christianity has nothing to do with Jesus. Because the same false statement or testimony has gave, Paul has given the same thing in the past. All I saw lights flash around me. It was Paul that promulgated it from the beginning. He was the originator. That was the testimony he gave when he said Jesus met on the way to Damascus. Let me just read that to you and see who is lying here. Acts chapter 7 from verse 3. let us consider the two testimonies. He said, Acts of Apostles chapter 9, from verse 7. Acts 9 from verse 7. From verse 3, verse 3 to 7. He said, look at the testimony. The same testimony that Muhammadu Juma from Daura gave. Same thing Paul gave. Verse 3, he said, Acts 9 from verse 3, said, as Saul was coming near to the city of Damascus, suddenly a light from the sky flashed around him. The same light that shone unto Muhammad Juma when he was praying. The same thing flashed around Paul. You can see the genesis of all these propagandas, all these lies. It's from Apostle Paul, self-acclaimed apostle, because he has no contact with Jesus when he was alive. Jesus was in Jerusalem. Paul was in Rome as a lawyer. He was in Rome. He has never met Jesus when Jesus was alive. Never. No record that Paul and Jesus were together when he was alive. No record. It was after Jesus has died, his demise, he now came back to Jerusalem to persecute the disciple of Jesus then. He was there when Stephen was being stoned to death. He was there. He consented to his death. According to Acts chapter 8 verse 1. He consented to Stephen's death. He was a killer, a traitor unto the disciple of Jesus. Now, he now said, let me just read this and know the genesis of what Muhammad Juma has said, that a light shone to the mosque, flashed around the mosque, and he was having a voice. He was hearing a voice saying to him, I'm Jesus. You need to leave Islam. The same applies to Paul. The same thing. Look at how Paul said. It's not new. It's not new at all. What he did was not new. That was what Paul did to convert the Gentiles, the Jews, into his fold. He now said, fly around me, verse 4. He fell to the ground and had a voice, you can see, as that Imam had the same voice. He had a voice saying, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? Who are you, Lord? He was asking. Who are you, Lord? He asked. I am Jesus, whom thou persecute. The voice said, but get up and go to the city, you'll be told what to do. Verse 7 now. The men, we have to note this. You have to note this. The men, verse 7 in particular, the men who were traveling with Saul are stopped. They stopped. Hearing a voice, but they could not see anyone. All the men that were traveling to Damascus on that fateful day with Saul and with a mission of persecuting Jesus' disciples, they were not Christian then. No. All the disciples of Jesus were not Christian. Peter, according to the Bible, Peter, John, Andrew, Bartholomew, they were never Christian till their death. Never Christian. Now, this was how Jesus met him. As Jesus has met Audu Muhammad Juma at Oshodi mosque. Lies. Liar. Now, all the men that were with him They stood speechless. They heard that Jesus spoke with Saul. They heard the voice, but did not see Jesus. They see no man. Note, everybody that were with Saul heard the voice, but they see no man. Now, because I'm going to pose a question at the end of this reading now. The same as Apostle, chapter 22, from verse 6 now. He said, as I made my journey, coming near Damascus, about noon, from the sky, about midday, a bright light from the sky flies surrounding me, suddenly surround me. I fell to the ground, and I heard a voice saying, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? Who are you, Lord? I asked. I am Jesus of Nazareth, whom you persecute. He said to me, whom you persecute. He said to me, the men, verse 9 now, the men with me saw the light. They saw that there is a light that shone, flash around me. But they did not hear the voice of him who was speaking to me. Is there anything that you felt is different from the two accounts? Or is yours the same thing? Verse 9, he said, the men who are with me saw the light. They saw that there is a great light shone, flash around me. But they hear not the one who was speaking with me. They did not hear the voice of Jesus. Let's go back to chapter 9, verse 7. At the same as Apostle. He said, the men who were traveling with Saul are stopped, not saying a word. They heard the voice, but they see no man. The question is, do they hear the voice or not? That's the question. Do they hear the voice or not? So that's the question we need to ask that Muhammad Jimoh from Oshodi. Lies. Who can be your witness on that fateful day that saw the light? I went there. None. No one can testify that something of such happened in that mosque. So why are you lying? Why are you deceiving the whole world? You don't even fear anything. You don't know God anyway. You know you are a Christian. Now let's go to the audio.
14 day, 15 day, and 16 day, I fast. I never fornicate. My house, the women cover every part of their body, black. They do hijab. I've never fornicate. I remove 15,000 from my salary and I give to the miskin and yatim, which is widow and orphanage. I'm a righteous man. Then he said that is not righteousness. He said, but he saw the sincerity of my heart, and I'm zealous, but not according to knowledge. Then I said, then you are not Jesus. If you are Nabi Isa, if you are Jesus, you should not have knowledgeable. Why do I say that? The argument was based on my Quran. Quran chapter 19, Allah honored the mother of this Jesus as a virtuous woman and a righteous woman, and named Quran chapter 19 after her, which is called Surah Al-Maryama. And verse 38 of it said that Jesus had the ability to heal the sick and raise the dead, and open the eyes of the blind. He even took a clay and then mold it in the form of a dove, and he breathed into it, became a live bird that fly away. That means
verse
Jesus
38, he has quoted earlier on. It was verse 49, not 38. He was only quoting out of context. Continue. He's not even Surah to Maryam. He's Surah to Moran. Quran 3 verse 49. Not Quran 19 verse 38. Let's read Quran 39. No, let's check. Let's check Quran 19. People say, let's check it. It's there. Okay, let's check it now. Me, I quoted Quran 3 verse 49. He quoted Quran 19 verse 38. Let's check his own Quran 19 verse 38. Because what he referred to was in Quran 3 verse 49. Jesus is a powerless man according to that verse. But let's check his own Quran 19 verse 38. Said, how plainful, how plainly will they see and hear the day that will appear before us? But the unjust today are in error manifest. Where do you see Jesus can do this in that verse? It was out of context. He just saying what he can just say at that moment, fooling everybody. Does he think we are fools? That we don't have the Quran in our possession? He knew that the Christians will embrace him. Was that the genesis of their religion? Your Isn't religion anyway. It's a way of life. It's a way of life, and that's just it. Continue.
I insist that if truly is Jesus and he claims that Jesus, then he should tell me what I used to tell the Almighty God. When I'm praying as a Muslim, every Muslim for that matter, 7 parts of their body touches the ground. Their hands, the tip of their nose, the tip of their forehead, their knees, and their toe. Quran said there will be a witness for you or against you on the day of judgment. So I asked the person, there is a dua, which means a prayer. I used to tell the Almighty Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. I never voiced it. I said inside my heart, if truly you are Jesus, Quran says you have ability to know what is in my heart, then tell me that thing I've been telling Allah. I was amazed. I was flabbergasted. The person told me all the things I've been telling the Almighty Allah for the past 10 years. And this is the same Quran saying in Quran chapter 4, verse 18, that only the Almighty Allah, or God, knows the secret things of men's hearts. So Jesus was able to tell me what was inside my heart.
He quoted Quran 4 verse 80, if I'm right. Quran 4 verse 80, that only Allah knows the secret of the heart. And Jesus knew it, Abi. Let's go and check Quran 4 verse 80. He was just quoting out of context. It's not even there. Quran 4 verse 80. I told you we are going to continue this program till we are able to debunk all what you have said. Quran 4 verse 80 said, He who obeys messenger obeys Allah. He that obeys Allah, obeys messenger obeys Allah. But if anyone turns away, we have not sent you as a watcher over them. So that's the Quran 4 verse 80. Look at what he has said. Let's continue.
My heart. Please, my Muslim brothers, if I want to be honest, we should disobey this Quran, or we should obey it, since you want to obey Quran at all costs, even to the point of death. This is Quran chapter 4, Surah An-Nisa, the chapter of the woman, verse 84. Said that only God knows the secret things of men's hearts.
Okay, 84.
Told me what I
84. I thought he said 80. Let's go to 84. Let's go to 84. Quran chapter 4 verse 84 said, then fight in Allah's cause. You are held responsible only for yourself and rouse the believers. It may be that Allah will retrain the fury of unbelievers, for Allah is strongest in might and in punishment. That's Quran 484. So I don't know. Check your Quran and confirm. It's a blatant liar. And you are circulating the audios to everybody. Are we fools? Of course we are not. Continue.
was telling Allah, which I've never voiced for the past 39 years. I say it always in my heart. He was able to tell me that. That is the quality of Almighty God. I am sorry. I want to believe Jesus is God. But I still have my doubts. I asked him, what did he want me to do? He said that, except I am born again, I cannot see the kingdom of God. And I said, that is nonsense. I am not stupid, if you don't know. I do my university in this neighbor country called Ghana, Accra. That is their first president, his university, Kwame Nkrumah Science and Technology. I told the boys, I'm well educated, both academically and Islamically. I spent 15 years in Qatar to study the Quran, what we call Hafiz al-Quran. That means the interpretation of the Quran and the memorization. The Quran is 6,656 verses. I memorized it from Nas to Baqarah. The Muslims, you will understand what I mean from Nas to Baqarah.
Can you imagine?
For the Christians, it means from the beginning of the Quran.
He said, He memorized the Quran and was going out of contents again from Nas to Baqarah. You mean Baqarah is the first chapter of the Quran or Nas? Can you imagine an Hafiz that memorized the Quran from Nas, the last chapter of the Quran, to second chapter? Not from Fatiha to Nas. It's from Nas to Baqarah. Can you imagine that? Wow. Let's continue.
To the end of the Quran, which in other words, the Christians follow, I don't know, from Genesis to Revelation. I have it in my head. I don't need to open it at the age of...
You know, get one thing there. He has never misquoted the Bible or misplaced the Bible. He said from Genesis to Revelation. Not from Revelation to Exodus. He should have said from Revelation to Exodus. As he said from Nas to Baqarah. Can you imagine that? But he did not mingle up Genesis to Revelation. But he mingled up Nas to Baqarah. The last chapter to second chapter. Not from Fatiha to Nas. But from Genesis to Revelation. Can he be a Muslim? He was trained to do all this. He was never a Muslim as it is. Never a Muslim. He was trained for this. I told you I'm not surprised. I've met one guy called Jimoh Yusuf. He was trained to do all this as well. Back then. About 7 years or 8 years ago now. You can check on my YouTube account. I named it Irole Ayede. Irole Ayede. He claimed to, in fact, he was so fast in the Quran. This guy has nothing in his head, nothing.
15. So I told the voice, I'm well educated. He said that I'm only zealous, but I am not according to knowledge. He wants to bring me to the true knowledge that saves the soul from condemnation. So I said, how do you mean? He said, I should find out from the Christians the word born again. So I said, no, I've traveled. I've not seen a child going back to his mother's womb, even a child born now. So that is not possible. It's nonsense. He said, no, it's not nonsense. I should listen to him. I should find out. But when my father asked the elders and his uncle who were present in the mosque, do they actually saw a light? They say, well, they saw a light. They agree with that. But their problem is that they say they don't hear any voice. So that means this is a demon. It's a jinnah, which Muslims call demon, jinnah. That is trying to pollute my mind because at the end of this.
Can you imagine? Dinner is a demon. In Arabic word, dinner. What is dinner? And the very first in Arabic, dinner, a demon. Maybe he wanted to say jinn. Maybe he wanted to say jinn. He now said dinner and demon. He wants to coin demon to dinner. La ilaha illallah. He said his father in the mosque is ghost. Because it's a ghost anyway. So his father must be a ghost as well. They prayed together and they confirmed that they saw light. But they did not hear the voice. According to what Paul said in the Bible. Can you imagine that? And people are spreading these fake audios all over the world. Without fear of Allah or God in their mind. Let's continue.
Ramadan Salah Day, I'll be ordained as the chief imam of the Gawura Central Mosque. So I should forget the team. It's a disgrace. It's a shame.
You imagine?
I said here. We went to the...
you mean Daura has a central mosque? Daura has a central mosque? Daura. Okay, do you think we have a Daura? Okay, maybe it might, but maybe we should go to Daura. Do you know where Daura is? Daura is the sitting, Daura is in Katsina. That's where our president come from. Buhari is from Daura. So Buhari should know this guy. Is that not? You should know this guy. The guys are supposed to be turban at the end of this Ramadan, 2019. And so he doesn't know Buhari.
Yesterday, I was invited by the grace of Jesus, I will not say the grace of Allah because I don't believe that anymore. I will tell you why. I came to this thing, though it's testimony I'm saying, but now I'm talking based on my faith. I came to the mosque to lead them for prayer, not far from a church. Very strange. After the prayer, right in the mosque again, not in that mosque, in Audu's mosque, which is just the timber wood here. And the voice told me, no, I should go front. I said, I'm going home. He said, no, I should just go straight, as if I'm climbing up. So I come up, I don't see any church. I said, but there is no church here. I said, I should just go further. I'm seeing churches, signboard, but it's like nobody's there. They are closed. I go further. Then all of a sudden, I hear people speaking some strange language I don't understand. I was a little bit confused. Then he said, no, my son, it's not strange language. Don't say anything. Just enter there. Ask them that you want to become born again. I said, how? He said, they are my choosing people, but they don't know that. Because sometimes they are wondering, are we in the right place, especially the congregation? He said the reason why their blessings are delaying and their miracles. It's not his servant, the head pastor.
So what I'm going to do...
The problem is the church member. I should tell the congregation that...
What I'll do tonight, because we cannot finish, the audio is for 6 minutes. Because the time now is 10:32. Okay, let's have another 30 minutes. Is that not? So to allow question and answer because of time. Let's have more, maybe more 10-15 minutes more.
Their servant is his choosing vessel. His servant is his choosing vessel for this generation. So the problem is them. They are too familiar with his servant. They become too familiar with him.
Do you know what he was trying to say? He was trying to qualify a church called Chosen. Maybe he's attending Chosen. I said, that is their culture. He said that the servant is a chosen man. It was God that chose him, that he doesn't even know. Jesus was telling him, Jesus, he said, I don't know what they find Jesus to be. I don't know. They don't know him anyway. No, Jesus, although I do say at times that I'm not sure that Isa is Jesus. Because the qualification they gave to this Jesus is quite alarming. Because they praise him more than even God. But that's not tonight's topic anyway.
As we tell them, they are too used to him. As we tell them, it's high time for them to come out of the familiarity and honor his word and his teaching. If they do, we will grant them the desires of their heart, and their blessings which delay shall never delay anymore. Then he said, I should enter there. But when I came, I didn't bother to say all these things. I only came, I want to know born again. So, because this was looking nonsense to me for that time. So, I came, and I met somebody. His servant told me, and then I think he told somebody to come and see me. His name is God's Time. He said I should come out. So the man went to talk to me. When I said him, he was so excited. Then he said, okay, his servants have to sit at the corner somewhere and wait. Let him round the prayer. They were praying. I was still hearing them talk. His servant talking that nonsense. He was talking something nonsense. It's not Nigerian language, because it's not Yoruba, it's not Hausa, it's not Fulani, it's not Calabar, it's not Igbo. So I was confused. What is wrong? What language are these people speaking? Are they not Nigerians? Inside my heart. So when he come out, he told me that no time. Let's just pray. Jesus have saved you. He will do his work. My Lord will do his work. I know he have saved you. He even saved a man in Saudi Arabia when he was on a sick bed having HIV. He said, Sheikh. And all of us Muslims know the meaning of Sheikh. Final order. The highest order in the Islamic realm. And Jesus saved him. And I have not got there yet. But, I mean, next 2 years, I have about to attain to that position before Jesus appears to me. So, his servant pray with me. His servant don't know me. But why did he tell me that Jesus have already done his work? So I was confused. What is this man talking? Not knowing that he's talking what Jesus is about to do, because already know that Jesus already telling what he's about to do. So I went home. I was convinced, but at the same time I was confused. I said that Jesus have already done. He will even do greater. So in his prayer, he prayed for me. I remember he made a statement that this Jesus is going to visit me. He will fill me with his spirit. So all there was nothing nonsense to me. So I went, I keep saying amen, amen. So I went home. But Jesus told me that the prayer of his servant never fall on the ground. The problem is that people are too familiar with him. That's why he's delaying. They should learn to honor him and stop looking at his outer appearance. He will change their destinies if they only can believe. So I went home. My father was very angry. While I was here, My father was even calling, saying that where I am, the people in the mosque calling, I should forget church, whatever, and come back home. And he wants to know where I am. He will send the driver, but I cannot tell him.
All what he was saying are lies, because that's the normal thing they do say. That my father said this, father they said that. How can we locate his father? Can we even locate him? Not talk of his father. And it's the mosque he referred to. I went there. There's nothing of such. If not now, even then, last year, 2 years ago, there was nothing like that in that mosque up till now. And it was boldly to mention that mosque address at Oshodi, number 51. So that people will believe that, yes, because I was told that people have been coming. Today they even said, one of the Muslims there said